Hey.
I'm Ebony.
And I'm Shakora.
And welcome to the UnapologeticallyUs podcast, where we talk about life, mental health, fitness, finances, and everything in between. Thank you guys for joining us today. Want to run it back?
No, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yes. And if you are watching us, you see that we are joined by a special guest. And if you're watching, you probably would think that me and her look alike, but we don't.
We definitely don't.
I've been knowing her all my life. We shared a room, we lived together. And if you listen to us, she is the person that ganged up with Montreal to be a bully to me. You know.
Oh,
but
okay.
like I said on
Let's
Montreal,
leave that in the past.
like I said on Montreal's episode, how I brought it back in. I do credit them for just being them and setting the path for us to follow. And a lot of my successes and things that I do, I credit to not only Montreal, but to her as well. And it's my sister, y'all.
The big sister, not the little one.
The big one, not the little one. Hey.
Sasha Green, so you know. Oh, and she watches and comments.
Every single episode I have watched. Every
and she
episode.
calls me and gives me feedback on
support.
every single episode.
Yes, you're my little sister. I'm very proud of you for going on this journey and actually thank you for having me on the show. It's long overdue. I should have had myself on.
We had a couple of requests.
She should have been person number 2
from family members wanting her to come, and I didn't tell one specific family member. And she better watch this episode because I know she gonna watch.
I believe she's gonna watch this,
but I specifically didn't tell you because I just wanted you to come and watch like everybody else. But if you know my sister, y'all probably like, what is in these glasses?
Baby, because I was just about to pause you for a second on this glass here.
Yes.
Baby, I don't feel like I'm a part of the grown woman club without one of those. Baby.
Oh, yes.
Baby, not only did Miss Mama's come with her own particular drink that she wanted us to have.
Absolutely.
She also bought her own glass.
I surely did.
Don't worry about packing the glass. I'm bringing my own.
And this is my favorite wine glass, by the way, from Crate and Barrel. If you guys are familiar with the show Scandal, this is definitely the glass that Olivia Pope was using. Okay. So I had to bring this one on here. I had to bring this one on here.
It is definitely giving that. Oh, yes.
Now, if you know my sister, you know we not just drinking regular wine. Miss Mama's came and brought us her favorite
Jack
Daniel's honey.
Absolutely.
And we added some lemonade to it because who ain't about to be lit like that for this is us.
And obviously mine is darker because, you know,
she a G.
I am, like I said, I am the big sister, not the little one.
Not the little.
And also, you know, this topic, I definitely need a Jack to get through this one.
Oh, Lord.
You gotta know that.
Before we get to that, let's get into our first segment, Child Listen. So it's customary that we let our guests go first. So what's been up with you?
Child Listen. I am very, very excited about birthday season coming up. Most of you guys know, but if you don't, now you will know. I am going to be going to Grenada for Carnival, Caribbean Carnival, my very first one. I'm very excited. All my outfits are coming in. I have the feathers, I have the bodysuit, I have the glow in the dark, I have the LED. I am very excited. I'm going to be there for 7 whole days.
Baby, play with her now.
I'm definitely going to have to pace myself because Carnival can get so crazy. But I got all the tickets to all the parties. I'm going to all the marches. Very excited. Very excited. Just getting ready for that and everything that's going to come with that.
I'm still hating.
Well, child, I'm going to be living vicariously through you like I do all the episodes.
Yes, me too. Clearly.
All episodes.
Celebrate
it already?
Celebrate
all the trips that you go
on. Okay. Yes.
Our birthday is very close to each other. So
3 days apart.
Celebrate me too.
I absolutely will. I absolutely will. When I have like 2 or 3. Actually.
When I get as grown as her, I'm gonna be able to do that. I ain't there yet.
You're gonna get there though.
I hope.
Child, listen, for me, I'm hating because I'm gonna be at work while she's out
Mm-hmm.
throwing booty at carnival.
Oh, definitely throwing it in the circle. Definitely.
She's gonna be throwing booty in carnival. And
Yes,
at carnival, and I'm gonna be at work.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get you some really good souvenirs, though, sis.
We get more than just shot glasses.
Yes, you will.
Oh,
Yes.
Because this girl got 26,000 shot glasses at her house because she brings a souvenir from all the many places that she
very
And
good
it's
place.
always shot glasses.
always shot.
To the point that when I was playing at my party, my friend was like, "We should do it all around the world because you got a shot glass for
Everywhere.
But we couldn't think of food that was in those places because the thing was you had to bring food related
From
to
your
it.
shop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, y'all could have just called me.
But I implemented that when I did have my party, whatever shot glass you picked, that's where you was.
Okay.
To keep from buying shot glasses. When I'm playing buying shot glasses, we got 50 million shot glasses.
It was nice all of the 10 minutes that I was attending the party.
Ooh, we probably may have to talk about that next episode. Because we're going to be lit from
We
this
dare
one.
not. We dare.
And see, I'm jealous of that because I had to go to work for reasons I don't want to say it, but
Don't say it.
Child, y'all know.
Spare
y'all
them.
know. Y'all
Spare
know.
them right now.
Y'all know.
She
Okay.
lucky I don't know because I said it.
So, what's been up with you, ma'am? Miss Ma'am over there? Child,
Baby,
listen.
baby, you know me. You know how I do. No, I'm just playing. I really don't have much. I'm kind of like Sasha. We're walking into our birthday season. I'm excited, but not really excited because it just really processed to me that my birthday was coming up, right? So my husband said, "Well, what do you want to do for your birthday? Because you planning my birthday, and my birthday is before his." So just kind of trying to get myself excited about my birthday coming up. You know, I'm not really always excited about my birthday, especially since I'm this big age.
33 is a blessing.
Whoa.
It's a
I
blessing.
didn't ask you to say it.
Well, everybody know that watch know you gonna be 33 because we say we 32.
Yeah, I did. And I'm turning 35, and I feel great.
Oh, awesome.
I feel, and so 33.
It's
Okay.
not bad.
I'm not excited about it. Somebody asked me how old I am, I'm still gonna say 25. Not like I want to lie, but it's just come out natural, so I just stick with it.
Oh Lordy, I feel like you should embrace your age.
You
should
know.
embrace it. You got a lot of wisdom.
Yes.
I know me. I can't be 25 because 25-year-old Sasha is. Woo,
Yeah.
that was a work in progress.
Oh, that 25-year-old.
that was a work in
Yeah.
progress. So
Maybe-
I embrace that I'm about to be
boot it up to
35.
30.
Yeah.
Okay, we can go with it.
But because the people already want to still give me 16, so 25 will do.
Yeah.
You know, hey.
Yeah.
So, hey. Child, listen.
Well, let's get into today's topic.
Let's get into it.
Let me tell you something. Every guest that we've had up here has come with notes.
Come with it.
Shakur husband led the way with his book.
With his
Mhm.
Montreal came with his iPad,
Mhm.
and he was marking it.
But he had check marks.
He check marked
Electronic
every
check marks.
time that we hit the point that he had on his. On
I was
his
over
list.
there like, I'm not doing enough.
Kim came
He got checks.
with her notes
Kim did.
and what she wanted.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Mama's right here.
Baby,
Let me tell you something.
we might as well got a PowerPoint.
And not only did she wrote the notes, sent them to us,
Mhm.
and then said, "Let me type them up." Emailed it to the email. So I want y'all to be able to read my notes.
Because what I need to say, I need to make it clear.
Need to make it clear.
Okay.
She wrote the vision and she made it clear.
Noted.
And on top of that, obviously, I watched the show. I saw how the other people came prepared. I was not going to be not prepared.
said-
I was
Falling short.
Right.
She said, "Let me tell you
No.
something. Who finna come up here not prepared?
Not
And
prepared.
it's definitely not going to be me because
It's
I'm
not.
always prepared. I got, I'm a very proactive person. So I wanted to make sure that out of all the guests, y'all say, you know what, Sasha came.
She came with it.
She came with it. She told us what she wanted, and we went with it.
And we did.
Well, with that being said, since it's your topic, you can bring us into what we're
Bring
talking
us
about
into
today.
Listen.
It's the lean.
Hold
the
on.
lead for me.
Let me get another sip before
Oh,
I get into this.
Lord.
Let's get the sip.
Oh, Lord.
So, And just keep in mind that these comments are being brought to you by Jack Daniels. So, y'all just bear with me. So, the topic I wanted to bring to the show today is one that's very near and dear to my heart. Child, and I know most of my, my ladies, and maybe some of my men will go ahead and relate to me and be like, yeah, Sasha made some good points there. But basically, what we're going to talk about today is these men for everybody.
Shout out to Tubi.
Oh, excellent movie. Excellent movie on Tubi. But no, just to be very clear, this is just my personal experience. I am single. I have been single for quite some time now. It's not that I don't date, but it's just, like my sister said on like a previous episode, I can't remember which one. Don't be in this dating world if you don't have to, because nobody know what they doing. Everybody's
it
lost.
It was titled "We're Not for the Streets." So
yes.
If you haven't watched it, go back and watch that.
But in this particular case, these men are for the streets on this episode. So
these type of men.
Yeah, these type of men. Now this is not a all inclusive. Yeah. This is my personal experience on my journey. Yes. And I feel like there will be some other women who will, even some men, who will be able to relate to what I'm about to say. Okay. So first off, when you talk about dating as a black woman, okay, we're already at a disadvantage. If you look at the stats, if you look at the census reports, way more black women than black men. That's just the facts. That's just true. It's always going to be, as of recently, it's been more black women than black men. Okay, then you factor in that, okay, being a part of the gay and transsexual community is more acceptable now. So more men are living in their truth. And I'm proud of them for that, for being able to express themselves and say, hey, this is what I want to do, openly without, too much judgment. There's still a lot of people who haven't accepted that. But, but as for me as a black woman, I have to remove them from my dating pool. Yes. I have to remove them. Yes. And then, unfortunately, with a lot of stuff that goes on, you have a lot of our black men, unfortunately, are incarcerated. So you got to rule them out, especially the ones that are. Well, I don't want to be against people who actually date incarcerated men. I mean, if that's your thing, go for it. But it's just, it's a lot of people that be pen pals. For me, it's not my walk, my ministry, but. Not those, just excluding the people that are on death row and life sentences. So, we just dwindling on down these numbers of available men for me, for us to date. All right. And then, so you rule out all of them. And then you get to the dating pool that I am currently in. And girl, hold on, Jesus.
It's tough out here.
It's very tough. So
very ghetto. One
of the first reasons why I say these men for everybody is because a lot of the times, as you're growing up, they say the first thing you want in a man is like a leader, someone who's like ahead of your household. Yes. And
drilled into you.
That's drilled into you. Like if you want a successful marriage, you gotta have a man, that's a leader.
He's the head.
Yeah, he's the head. Yep. But when I'm dating, I'm figuring out that not too many of these men understand how to be a leader. And when I talk about a leader, if you want to do like a definition, it says a leader is a person who commands another person. So in that case, it could be a spouse or a group, which means your family. So obviously, this is what I'm looking for. This is like my number one quality. If you don't know how to lead, then there's no point in me even continuing on, because I'm already making all the decisions by myself. Like, help me out. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's definitely help me. Help me out. So that's definitely the first one. And then even if we get into some qualities of a good leader, just so you know what I'm talking about, having a vision. That means making a plan and following through, and also being able to adapt. Being able to inspire. Like when I look for a man, I'm thinking about the future children. I'm thinking about him, even being in the church. Like, be someone that someone wants to look up to. Absolutely. Like, let your kids grow up and be like, man, my father, I want to be like him when I grow up. Correct. Like, he did everything. He wasn't perfect, but he did, he did right. All right. Then you get into it's strategic. possesses critical thinking. I mean, all through life, you're going to have to make decisions. Decisions on top of decisions on top of decisions. I mean, you're married every day. Y'all are probably making decisions on something.
Yeah.
What we're going to do about where we're going to stay, where we're going to put the kids at, who are we going to trust this babysitter, you know, are we going to keep it for the summer, like all the time.
What we gonna eat?
What we going to eat? Like, are you going to are you going to cook? Are you going to pick something up?
Yeah.
Did your schedule change? You know, like, you got to make decisions. We're not going to do that. Okay, we're not gonna do that. One big quality that a lot of people, and you could pretty much say this is on both sides, is being a good communicator.
Yes.
If I have a problem, I should be able to communicate to you. Like, we should have fluid conversations.
Absolutely.
We're grown adults.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
And also, if he has a problem.
If he has a problem, you should be able to come to me.
Yes.
And all that, ain't nothing wrong. No, you have to create clarity. If there's no clarity in what's going on, you're dooming yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, you just nagging. Oh, I don't feel like doing it. Well, what are we doing? What are we doing?
She said it.
Not the one. Not the jack on that one. Okay. All right.
No, it's hard. Communication is hard, especially breaking patterns that you're used to, because like you said, since everybody know I'm married, but being the leader, having to step down from the head role, you can't just say, ain't nothing wrong with me. Ain't nothing. And I still today be like, nothing wrong. He be like, give me a kiss. And I be like, no. He be like, you got something wrong with you. So having just to check yourself on that. So communication, like you said, it's a big one. It's single or married, it's a big one.
Right. And like I say, I'm saying, like, some people struggle on that with both sides. I used to be that way too until I realized, there was a problem. And then that's when I come into the next one. Another quality of a good leader: self-awareness.
Yes.
You understand your strengths. You know your weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? And you know when, hey, Sasha, you got to take the lead on this one because I don't know what's going on. And then, or hey, you take this one because I'm tired. I don't know what to do. I have no idea how a car works. Help me out on that one.
Absolutely.
So I know, being aware of your strengths and weaknesses. Being dependable. I mean, that's self-explanatory.
Yes.
Being able to be there for me when I need you, whether it's, through a loss of a family member or my job, which y'all know Burger King be stressing me out. That just be someone dependable who I can rely on.
Was I supposed to keep a straight face? Because I couldn't keep a straight face.
Anyway, y'all know Burger King be stressing me out.
Burger King be stressing her out.
Sure.
Another quality is having patience. A lot of times, even as couples, we aren't going to get it right initially. Like, it's going to be some times where it's like, Sasha, you was acting so fucking crazy yesterday. Like, where was you at?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, again, I'm going to have bad days, just like I expect, him to have bad days. But at least if we have patience with each other, then we can make it work. And then this last one. Continuous improvement.
Come on.
Okay? You gotta work hard. And that's me too. You gotta work hard every day to be a better person. Sasha's not perfect. And I'm not saying I'm going to find the perfect man. But if we both are trying to improve ourselves, improve our everyday, improve the lives of our children or whatever, that we have going on, or we have a sick, our mom or dad, gets sick, we got to help, improve their well-being by moving them in. Like, you gotta realize that you're going to have to continue to improve every day. You can't just say, oh, that's just how I am. No, because that's not going to be successful. Because, I might put up with that at 35, but at 50, I'm going to put my foot in your ass. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have that much patience at 50 that I have at 35.
And not even just that, when you get older, it seems like your filter's gone.
Oh, absolutely.
So your thinking process, where at 35, you might have would have breathed, took a 10-second, breathing exercise before you reacted, but at 55, that's gone. I'm just, whatever, my thoughts gonna spill out of my mouth, and before I know it, I done said something that is offensive, and I gotta reel it back real quick.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. So yeah, understanding that there's continuous improvement, which when you think about a good leader, most women, like I said, it was drilled to us that your husband, it was the man had the vision for the house.
Correct.
Or whatever. And so when, you know, the whole thing about women not being submissive and stuff like that, it, as you were going through your qualities of a leader, I was thinking about the soft girl era.
Correct.
Which I do want to do, you know. But for me, when women think of soft, that's what I think of.
Right.
A vision, you know, that, like somebody said, the man's the head, you the neck. Right. Where you may have the vision, but then I may be better at executing the plan. You know what I'm saying?
That's correct.
Being able to inspire, you know, not just inspiring your children, but you may inspire, you know, me to do something.
Yeah, that's
true. You know, sometimes I say for me, emphasis on me, I look at, because I don't want nobody being like, well, that's not. I'm saying for me,
yeah.
You know, I know there are things in me that I want to do. So my partner, but I also know that I know me, which goes to self-awareness. I need somebody that can inspire me just by being them to bring those things out of me. You know what I'm saying? You got what I'm trying to say? Not like
absolutely
forcing me to do it, but it's like if he'll get up and go, if he'll go get her. On them days where I don't feel like going to go get, but seeing my man going to go get, gonna make me like, you know what, let me get up and go get because he working, and if I get up and go get, it'll make his load a little lighter anyway. Yeah, because you know we know that men told a lot of stuff too.
Yeah, weight. Yeah.
Communication, communicate with me, let me know. You know, depending on all those good things. So yeah. Yeah, that was good.
And again, this is me. Some women don't care about having a leader.
Yeah.
Some people just like, hey, just give me a man. Yeah. You know, whatever I got, I'm just gonna work with.
Give me half of them.
Yeah.
You know what? Ain't time has taught me that.
Right. So you know, it's kind of like okay, but as for me, this is what I feel like I need, and the problem that I'm having because I don't want to have to, you know, just be this all-inclusive person. Like I want to be able to have a man who, because even think about the kids. Like a lot of times, with being a disciplinarian, like your the mama say something and the kids like, oh yeah, the dad say, get your ass in here and sit down, and he like, okay, all right. So you know, that's me.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are definitely some good qualities. But I'm sitting here thinking like, you know. Which I have my little checkbox. I'm trying to make sure I'm giving good qualities of a woman too.
Yes, correct.
Especially with the continuous improvement. And you know, I talk a lot about just being or walking into being the best version of yourself. That's hard. Like it's hard trying to continuously improve. Easier said than done is what I mean. But checking yourself on all those things, being dependable, am I self-aware? Like, did I cuss you out and then blamed it on you still and then didn't take my part? I need to be self-aware. I need to know that. I need to be open to be able to let him be able to come to me to express or communicate whatever his feelings and stuff be. So continuous improvement is a work in progress.
But that's your self-awareness though. That's your self-awareness. See, you getting there and you said, okay, I have some of these qualities as well, and there's some things where I need to improve on some of these.
Absolutely, because it's continuous. It's a running road, a running record. It's gonna keep. I'm gonna get to the best version of myself one day, but then it's gonna be a better version out there once I make it there. So it's gonna always be continuous. We're gonna always be working to improve.
That's true. All right.
So go to you.
The next one.
Come on.
The next one we have finding a man with good mental health.
Preach.
Girl, so many people. I mean, you can say this about women too, but I'm talking about me and my experience in dating. So many of these men, as soon as you start talking to them, oh, you know, how long have you been single? 2 months. 2 months.
Yeah.
Well, how long were you with the your previous in your relationship?
8 years.
5 years. 5 years.
Yeah.
And you've been out 2 months, and you ready to date again right now in 2 months?
Yeah.
And then it's like, so many people, I guess this may end up, I guess you can't tie this to like social media and all of this stuff like this, but everybody's like, oh, I don't fall in love quickly, but I fall out. And I think that myth is what keeps people, okay, well, I was with this person for 8 months. Then we go, soon as we break up, hey, babe, I don't want you no more. Boom, I'm finna try to get back out there and start dating. Yeah. And that's not healthy at all. It's not. Because if you have ever been in love, I'm talking about hard up, crying to your mama and your dad, like, child, what can I do to keep this person in my life? Jesus, why did you send me this person if you knew he wasn't going to be with me forever? Like, seriously, like, if you've been to that point, you don't fall out of that quickly. Like, you literally need some time to get yourself together.
Even if the thing that they say, women leave mentally first before they leave physically. Even when you mentally leave, you still not ready when you leave to go date somebody else.
Yeah. Because, at the end of the day, you're going to carry that hurt into your new relationship. And then you're going to be like, oh, I can't trust this person. Or, well, my ex used to know how to fix cars. So if I find another man that know how to fix cars, oh, he's going to do the same thing. Like, what? You just might start making weird comparisons like that.
Or you disregard a man because he don't know how to fix cars.
Right. And then you get into this stuff. I don't remember if y'all remember that Bow Wow quote. Like a long time ago, he made a quote and like social media like dragged him for it. But he was like, I don't want to be in a relationship they hold you back. I want somebody I can make love with. Y'all remember that? Make love to, travel with, be with, but not being in a. And it's like
he said on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, what do you mean? This is everything you're describing. You want to make love to me. You want to travel with me. You want to get money together. You want to hustle together. But you don't want to be in a relationship with me. Like, what is that? Like, that's what is that? That's a relationship. Right. But you're saying because a relationship holds you back. Well, if a relationship holds you back, all the stuff you want to do with a woman is going to hold you back too. Everything else is going to hold you back too. And then this is another one that I really wish men would understand that it's okay to cry.
Yes.
So every time like a child grows up a little boy and they become a man, they say, oh, men ain't supposed to cry, boys ain't supposed to cry, or you a baby, or that's all to be completely unapologetic. That's some bullshit. That is some bullshit. We all go through hurt and pain. We all have some things with us that are going to make us cry. When you look in the Bible, even Jesus wept. So if Jesus, who is the Messiah, this all-powerful being, walked on water. If he had moments in the Bible, I don't really know how many, but I know there was more than one moment in the Bible where he wept.
When Lazarus died.
When Lazarus passed. I think at some point he wept when he was dying on the cross, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I don't want to get into the Bible because I don't know. I don't want to confuse anybody.
But the verse is around the time Lazarus died.
Yes. Right. So, but this is the child of God. If he can cry, you as a man, you gotta allow yourself to cry. You have to experience hurt. You have to, like you said, you gotta feel your feelings. Like, you're not gonna always be, this strong, all powerful. Oh no, I'm a man. I'm not. You're not gonna do that. It's no way. And if you're with a woman, if you have been with women who have said, oh, you crying, you're not a real man, she's not a real woman. Because there are things that men go through that we will never understand. And there are things that I am going through as a woman that he won't understand.
But we expect them to understand.
But if I'm crying, I'm supposed to be like, oh, I want my man to be that, this and that. If he's crying, I'm calling him all kind of names. Which is why you see men on social media like, I feel like I don't have anybody to go with, to go to. I feel like I don't have anyone to talk to. I feel like, this life is taking its toll on me. And it's like, well, if you got your wife, why isn't she there to comfort you? If you got your girlfriend, if you got your significant other, why aren't they there to comfort you?
And, talking about with past traumas and stuff, a couple of my guy friends have stated that the reason why they don't show the emotion that they should show is because when they did, it wasn't receptive, or the reaction was something that made them be like, I'm never doing that again. Or some women tend to be there in the moment, but then blow it up in your face later
on. Yeah.
And so, women are naturally emotional by default. We hella emotional that 1 or 2 weeks out the month. But like you said, growing up and you got older men who were taught by their predecessors, don't you cry, so they carried over to them. And then she's like, oh, well, tell me what's going on, and he's like, yeah, no. Then when he finally breaks that and says it, and it's like, then it gets abused. Then it is hard for the people that are really genuine and like, I want to know how you feel. Tell me how you feel. What's going on? Who will be there and rub your back when you cry, or whatever you need in that moment? Because people are not, don't touch me when I'm crying. For some people,
right?
Whatever. Some men just want to vent and cry and just want you to sit there and listen. And just be there and not be that. So, which is why I do feel that taking time, like you said, in between, especially for men, especially if you've been emotionally, if you had an emotional thing with that person, take that time to just settle that, and then to figure more out about what you want and what you don't want. Right. Like I tell a woman, figure out what you want and what you don't want. But as a man, figure out what you want and what you don't want.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's good.
Men find it hard to express because, like you said, they get that from the patterns that was set from childhood. Again, those generational curses. So I'm gonna be a man who's not going to show emotion. That's weak. Don't do it. I'm gonna raise my son, and we just gonna have generation after generation after generation where we're needing to provide a space for these men to say it is okay to cry, whatever it is. Here go my shoulder, because they're then Ebony said women leave mentally first. And then they deal with the actual physical loss. A man gonna leave, not deal with it, do everything it is, and by the time that woman that spent 6 months of getting herself together mentally and she ready, he gonna be ready to come back. Oh baby, I love you, because you didn't process your feelings initially. We need to be able to process those feelings. Y'all don't even know how many people come into session and these men don't know how to express themselves.
Which is why people always say, or men always say, man, it's just something about when a woman leave a man, how she just glow up. It's because most of the time that woman done took that time, whether it's falling off of social media, whether it's leaning on their circle, leaning on their friends, they're doing that. And so when she do pop out, she lost some good weight,
she done cut her hair.
She done cut her hair.
A new bed spray.
Bought a new
whip.
A new whatever. Like
got the Panamera on them. No, I'm just playing.
But whatever, like she's doing it because she has taken that time to process whatever she's feeling anyway. So, just do the same thing. But girl, I want to talk about your next point, accountability, because you got because come on,
accountability. Accountability. Okay.
Say the word.
Accountability. Accounting for your actions.
Say the word.
Girl. This is the outside of leadership, this is the number one reason why these men for everybody. We as a society, let's just be real. Let's just be completely real right here. Like I say, unapologetic. We do not hold these men accountable for stuff. I guess, I don't know if it's from, goes back into the old times where we really had to be there for our men, but it's always an excuse. And let's get into some examples of those excuses, okay? So, a man beats a woman, like he is beating the crap out of her. What do the women and the men, what's the first thing they ask the woman?
Well, she must have did something.
What did she do to make him mad? Well, maybe if she don't do that anymore, he won't hit her.
She must have didn't.
Oh, she must have didn't do something that he wanted her to do. He told her to do something and she didn't. So that justified him beating her ass. Okay? Y'all know that's how this goes. Okay? The second one. A man cheats on a woman. What do we say? What was she not doing? Right. You know, if she don't do it, them other women out there gonna do it.
That's the
Okay.
word.
You gotta keep that man wanting to come home.
Right.
You gotta keep that man wanting to
Oh, my favorite one. Well, you know a man gonna be a man.
Yes.
Child, listen. And my thing is this. You know, I work around a lot of men.
Yeah.
Okay? You don't think that I don't face temptation every day?
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't think that these men, we work in 12-hour shifts. You don't think I get off work at night and a man, whether he's single or married, let's just put that out there, whether he's single or married, he's saying, hey, Miss Green, you want to go get IHOP after work?
Yep.
You know, oh, you know, hey, we had fire training together. You know, I liked how you was taking care of that fire. You know, let me see if we can meet up after this. Can we go to dinner?
Look like Alicia Keys. You look a little different outside your work.
Okay.
When you take that fire,
When you take that fire, when you take that Burger King uniform off, baby, that thing is stinging. You look real. Oh yes,
this flame, girl. The way you just bent over and let that frame blow her.
You looking good outside.
You saw how she scooped that fries up, child.
The way you just, you know, like some people just dump the nuggets like this. You just dump, but how you dump the nuggets, girl?
Right. Ain't nobody dumping the nuggets like you.
Golden perfection.
Correct. Okay. But it just to get back on topic. When a man cheats on a woman, the first thing we ask is, what was she not doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Or what, you know, what did he want her to do?
Yeah.
And she didn't do it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. A man rapes a woman. Because we've had that happen, you know, kind of recently. They say, well, you know, she dressed like this. She wore those short skirts.
She shouldn't have had her stomach out.
She shouldn't have had her stomach out. She knows she has big breasts. Why didn't she wear a bra? So what was it that the woman was doing that was just so, you know, just made this man just lose his mind? Yeah. Now, mind you, the men supposed to be the leaders now. They're supposed to be the heads. Yeah. That's what they're supposed to be. Yeah. But if I got some cleavage showing, or I wear a swimsuit, a thong swimsuit, you pretty much telling me that, well, I'm asking to get raped. Yeah. I welcome you to rape me. Okay. The next one. A man molests a child. What do they say? Well, what was the parents?
Why she looking grown?
Why does she look grown? Why is she being fast?
Her mama let her out the house like that?
Her mama didn't know that she was talking to older men?
Yep.
Or he was talking to older men?
Yep.
That happens to them too.
Absolutely. Yep.
You know, how could the parents just not be aware of what their child was doing online?
Yep.
So, and even in a personal experience, this person knew me when I was 10 years old. Okay. Fast forward 5 years later, he corners me and he's like, hey, you know, I want to take you on a date. You know.
I don't know this.
I want to take you on a date. You know, I've always thought you were beautiful. Mind you, he first met me when I was 10.
Yeah.
I was 10 years old. Yeah. So 5 years later, I'm only 15. Right. So he knows, this is a grown man. He knows that I'm 15 years old, but he insists on dating me because, let's just be real, he's not dating a 15-year-old. Right. You're trying to be a predator to me. Yeah. All right. So even after that, you know, I tell certain people, and it's like, well, you know, Sasha, you don't have a body of a 15-year-old, you know.
As in you created it.
Right. Yeah. Well, you know, sometimes you need to wear clothes that don't really accent what you have.
Which with this particular situation and where we were saw at, we weren't wearing particular clothes that accented the stuff.
Because I know Brandon
where it wasn't supposed to. I say that much.
Correct. Well, your skirt comes to your knees,
which I was past.
Okay. But maybe they should come to your ankles at this point, because I don't know what else.
Like, what more can I do?
You know, I could have. In my mind, as I got older, I was like, I realized I could have been wearing a full length. You know how the Islam people wear the hijabs, and I could have did all that. This man just is a predator. Let's just be honest. He's a predator. Yes. I can even remember going to the mall and people, like older guys. I was this one guy who, well, I'm not gonna say how I knew of him. But it was like, oh, you such and such, huh? And it's like, oh, okay, well, you feel down nicely. Now, mind you, if he has known me and he knows the years, he knows that I'm only 17 years old. This guy's about, I want to say he was probably like 40-something at the time. And you're telling me how I feel down and how, you know, that you would be interested in dating me at 17 and you're 40-something years old.
The leader.
Right, but these are men that we look to as our leaders.
Mhm.
But me as a 17-year-old, I have all this control over this grown man to where I just seduce him.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get out of there.
Okay.
And then, all right, let's get into another one.
Mm-hmm.
When we talk about not having children,
Mm-hmm.
who is the onus on to make sure we don't have children?
The woman.
Us. We have to take the pill. We have to do the ID. We have to take the shot. Get your tubes tied. You know,
Take the plan B.
Take the plan B. Like, take the plan B. So now, mind you, if I'm a man, I could literally just get a vasectomy. It's reversible.
Yeah.
Literally no complications from it. You don't really hear too much about. That's what I'm talking about because this is a good topic. I know.
I'm trying to slow up, but
She's sneaking it.
But
keep going.
so you know, with that, uh-oh.
Come on, man, keep going.
Even with all of that, the onus is on us to make sure we don't have children. Okay?
Correct.
It's us. Even though, as a woman, I'm not saying I'm gonna do this, so let's just put this out there.
Yeah.
As a woman, I can go home tonight and sleep with 10 men, only get pregnant once.
Mm-hmm.
A man can go home and sleep with 10 women and get all 10 of them pregnant at the same time. But the onus is on the woman, on me, to make sure that I don't give him a baby.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's get to the point where I give him a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Where he's like, well, you need to get rid of it because I didn't want one.
Mm-hmm.
So if I say, you know what, I can't really do that. So, but I need you to be an active parent, a participant in raising this child.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you don't want to be around a child, you want to take. I get that, but I'm going to need some financial help. It's like, oh, well, you know I ain't want that baby anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna put me on child support. If a woman needs child support, then that means she don't need to be having custody because she can't take a baby. No.
Yeah,
When we laid down here on whatever day we laid down, and we had this baby, and we didn't use protection, and I wasn't on no pill, and you didn't have a vasectomy, we always knew the possibility of pregnancy was there.
Yep.
We are at these big ages where we know how babies are made. Okay, we learned this in the 5th grade how babies are made. So why is it that I'm the person that's wrong for putting him on child support, or I'm the person that's wrong for not taking birth control? Because me personally, I can't take birth control. It makes me sick.
Right. Yeah.
But it's my fault.
Yeah.
It is my fault. You knew he didn't want that baby. No. Why are we not holding these people responsible like you holding me responsible?
Absolutely.
Again, the man is the head. He's the leader.
Yeah.
Why am I taking all of the brunt? Why is it just me?
Yeah, absolutely. Got it.
You feel me?
Absolutely. That's
Every
word.
single example is always something where we are making an excuse.
yeah.
We're making an excuse for them.
Come on, get to this next part though.
Okay, and then if I, as a woman, I say, you know what? I don't want a man that's going to do me like this. I'm standing up for myself. I want a man that's going to hold himself accountable and do right.
Yeah.
Then it's like, but at the same time, like if I was the one that was cheating, if I was the one that, for instance, he had a baby, he took custody, he put me on child support and all that stuff like that, then I'm not extending that same grace. I cheat, I'm a hoe. Oh, Sasha, you did all that? Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, you ain't good for no man. You
He
ain't
didn't deserve that.
He didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
That's a good man. He go to work every
That's a
day.
good man, Savannah.
That's right. Right. He didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
Or then then me demanding respect. What they gonna say? Well, you want all this from a man. You want a man not to cheat. You want him to treat you right. You want him to do everything. Yada yada yada. But what is it that you bring to the table? Like, you want a man to do all this, but what do you bring to the table?
I am the table.
And child, if
The
y'all
whole
only knew.
table.
But anyway, we're not gonna get into that. And then
No.
but then even when we get into the cheating, even when we get into a man just treating you out, he done raped you, he done beat you up, he done had this baby by you had a baby for him, he don't want to take care of, he done walked out of your life, he said forget all that. You know what all the women, the older women and the people gonna say?
Don't blame Mr. Charlie.
You gotta know that.
Mr. Charlie is just a man, and he's
He's doing the best he can. That's
She
what
literally said in the song, when they find out you're on the verge of breaking up, they'll cook a little food, throw a little party,
right,
and tell that in your ear.
Yeah, they're gonna tell
So
you,
you
hey,
to go back to this man.
he's a
right
man
back. Who
he's gonna make mistakes.
I was just
it's hard being a black man out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not hard being a black woman.
yeah, black
But
men face so
they
much.
face so many challenges.
Which we not saying that
and we're
y'all
not
don't.
saying that they don't. I don't want anybody saying that.
Clarify that.
Let's
But
clarify
it's not
that.
an excuse.
It is not
Come on.
to be used. You're right. Not
Come
to be
on,
used
LPC.
as an excuse to mistreat me, to rape me, to beat me up, to get me pregnant and walk out on the baby.
To cheat.
To cheat.
The fuck?
Right.
Because what if, okay, you get me pregnant, you don't want the baby, I don't want the baby, I don't believe in abortion, so I give the baby up. Then she, well, now what you do that for?
What you do that for? You just gonna
you
get a baby
You
up?
could have done what you needed to do, but why he couldn't have done it?
Exactly. Because it gets to the point where if somebody ever tell me don't blame Mr. Charlie, say Mr. Charlie get the fuck up out of my house at this point.
Mr. Charlie, you can't.
Mr. Charlie would have never lasted in my household.
Come on.
You gotta know after oh, don't blame me. Oh, he's just a man. Well, shit, I'm a woman. Okay, I need to choose my peace. At what point is it important for me to be happy?
Oh,
Come on,
That's
with
true.
him. Come on.
That's true.
Babe, I need
And
my
I also
peace.
want to touch on this point that you said too, that it's frowned upon for a woman to not stand by for all the mistreatment, but it's glorified for the ones that do.
It is.
A man loves to say, who was that? Was it Gilly or somebody? Was it Gilly the King?
I can't.
One
I know
of
what you're
them,
talking about though.
Where he pretty much was like, yeah, she stood like people glorify. Oh, I took her through so much. I cheated. I was doing this. I was finding myself, and she stayed there and she held me down. And people are sharing it like that's goals. And I saw a thing that was like, why do we feel like as a woman we have to go through the storm to get to the sunshine?
Exactly.
We don't always have to go through the storm.
Exactly.
There are men out there who will love you properly from day one.
Absolutely.
Now again, if you choose to go through the storm, which that'll brings to your next your next point. But if you have women, because some women, well, it's going into your next point. You said no examples of successful marriages in around your environment, within your family. So you grow up maneuvering your adulthood as far as relationship goes based off what you know.
Yeah.
So if you saw nothing but cheating, you believe that that's a common thing.
Right.
If you grew up where daddy had the man had this and a house over here and a house over here and a house over here, you was cool with it because long as he came home.
Correct.
You were still home.
Right.
That home was still his home.
Yeah.
Now he might have had a chair over here and a spot on the bed over here, but this was his home. This was where he was paying the bills
Right.
at, and that's what you felt like what love should be.
Yeah.
Taking it to men, you had men that grew up that were thinking, as long as I protect and provide,
Right.
that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
I go to work, I put a roof over your head, I put clothes on your body, and that's all I need to do. So if I do step out, get my tip wet somewhere else, get my dick sucked somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, because
that's true.
she holds the moisture in her mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's why you going over there and doing it. It's okay because I'm taking care of this over here. My heart and all this is over here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is just she gives
Playtime.
a head. She she ride me good.
And my dad did it, and my uncles did it.
Yeah,
yada, yada, yada.
It's
So
okay.
it must be okay. My mama didn't leave, or mom, such and such didn't leave, and this and that. So it's like, well, I guess this is.
And
this
then
is what we do.
we're praising longevity so much without thinking about
everything those
that
women
happened
went
within
through.
those times.
Yeah.
So much trauma.
So much.
That is why I always say, and this is probably a bit too unapologetic, but I'm going to take it there. That's why I say this. When I look at, and I'm talking about me and my family, and you may agree or disagree, but when I look at my family, even the people who stayed married for, I guess, 67 years or whatever, I don't see a blessing in it. I don't see longevity. I see survivors. I see survivors of infidelity, abandonment, mental and emotional abuse, even some domestic and sexual abuse.
Yeah.
That's what I see when I look at my family.
Not all, but there were a good bit.
Not all. I don't want
The ones that we know.
the ones that I know of, and this is me with the knowledge that I have
Yes.
from stories that were told to me,
Yes,
from
absolutely.
even having individual conversations
Yes.
with some of the women in my family. It's like, no. And then even, like I say, this might be a little bit too unapologetic, but I'm going there.
Ooh, that Jake in there.
I know.
Go with it.
With my immediate family now,
Yeah.
and as of 2023,
Yeah.
my mother isn't married, and neither aunt on my mom or dad's side of the family is married in 2023. This is what I'm growing up with.
Yeah.
This is what I'm seeing growing up. So even now in 2023, these are the people, and most of them are in like their 60s.
50s.
Yeah. No.
One of them still in the
So one of them still in the 50s, but everybody else is 60s and up.
No.
No one is married.
And some of them
And-
have been married.
And some of them have never been married. And then there are some who have been married and it just was not successful. They dealt with either one of the things I just previously mentioned.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm seeing. And then even when I get to my father cheated on my mom.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not a good example.
Yeah.
My grandfather, the only one that I remember, because my other grandfather died when I was like 8 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna get into that because again, it was a lot of stuff going on in there that shouldn't have been there. Okay, I have uncles.
Yo, but we said we wasn't going that deep.
Anyway, my uncles,
unapologetic.
it's unapologetic.
Ebony
My
like,
uncles.
no, we'll talk about this.
But even now, what I have one uncle that's married.
Oh. Like our siblings?
Our immediate family. I have like one uncle that's married.
Who married?
See, she don't even know who married.
Good thing we got the Jack.
None of them are married.
Uncle Pete.
Oh.
I got one.
Right.
I had to not because she didn't know. But yeah, even that I have one uncle. I have some cousins who they didn't really do right by their people. So just to wrap all that up, I'm coming up in this and I'm seeing all this and I'm like, okay, I don't want any of this in my life.
Absolutely.
I don't want none of this. I don't care about being married 80 something years if I suffered for so many of them. If I have to act like if I'm 95 years old and I have to act like my husband didn't have another child over here on the side of town, that's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
I don't want to live like that.
Yeah.
That's not when I check off it's not goals. And even when you look at that, how when people make these Facebook posts like, well, I haven't always been perfect, and I put that woman through a lot, but she, that's embarrassing.
Look at me under what you put her through.
Right. We celebrate 60 years of marriage, and God knows that we've been through. This is my favorite one. We've been through hell and back.
I don't want to go to hell. Count me out.
Count me
I
out.
don't want to go to hell and back.
Count me out of
Please
that.
don't take me there.
Please don't take me to hell and back, because if you take me to hell, I'm gonna make sure you stay there.
You gonna have
That's
to stay
me.
there.
You gonna have to stay there. I'm gonna get myself out, but you're gonna stay there.
First of all, you ain't even taking me there.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
I feel
like-
a little hot. I'm out.
Like Mary said, I want to go.
right, right.
Baby, she on all the songs.
She is.
She was on her playlist.
She is.
But to circle into what you were saying about all that with the women, those that do break free from what I would call a curse or a cycle,
Correct.
they do come with that advice.
They do.
You can either take heed to it or not.
Yeah.
Don't be like me.
Correct.
If I could go back and pivot from this decision,
Correct.
I
Do it
would.
different.
Definitely heard that so many times. So many times.
I'm not gonna say who said it, cause they watch. But they told me what made me leave was I woke up one day and said, I don't want to live my life like this.
Yeah.
The rest of my life like this.
Yep.
Whatever time I do have on this earth, I am not happy here, so I'd rather leave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And telling you love ain't supposed to be like this.
Correct.
Love ain't supposed to hurt.
Correct.
Love ain't supposed. If you look at the Bible, love is patient, love is kind, love is not envy, it's long suffering.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look up those terms, it don't mean love is abuse. Love is breaking of trust. It's trauma. Yeah, it's not those things. So when you be like, this is not what love is, and then we are talking about. We're saying those things about men that don't have the good qualities. But if you know men that are good leaders who hold themselves accountable or whatever, and they are married, they are married, you will run across some that will say, yes, I was tempted, but I never cheated.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there was times I wasn't always happy with her, but I never cheated. When I decided to marry this woman, I owned up to my vows, and that's where I am with that. So. Even though we had some bad examples, we did have women who were good at saying, I made the mistake, I don't want you to do it.
Correct.
And so,
correct. I mean, a whole lot of counseling on, hey, Sasha, you got a lot of going on for you, make sure you choose your peace, don't let anyone, don't let nobody do this, yada, yada, yada. It was a lot of that because it's like, man, if I could go back to such and such, I would have never did this.
Absolutely.
Or I would have never. I saw the signs early, but I felt like this is what all people do because at the same time, that's what they saw. Some of the same things I saw growing up, it's the same things that they saw growing up.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
And then, even with, some of the people that's around our age, you see them, they done got married, this beautiful ceremony. Oh, that was cute. And then, like, maybe 2 or 3 years later, they back to their maiden name.
When gone.
And then, like I said earlier,
all them pictures here.
I know, they done deleted everything. Instagram clear, and it's like, well, damn,
I was in though,
and it was one.
I was cute that day.
I know, right? And it was one. I was like,
it was always popping up in my memory, and I was sharing it because I was cute that day.
Yeah, everything was just beautiful.
Well, I can't share my post because I took a cute selfie and I put your hashtag on there.
Correct. Becoming this or on cloud this, it's just all type of stuff, and it's like, well, damn, that's over with.
Yeah.
And then it's like you see people, you're like, okay, damn, I really thought they was gonna make it, and then it's like, damn, they don't divorce too. And these are my peers. So I'm like, okay, well, damn, if they not working, what the hell is out there? You know what I'm saying?
Well, what makes me think?
What makes me think I'm gonna be able to get something that's gonna work? Because I'm seeing people that I know of, and I'm like, well, damn, they didn't work out.
Yeah. And I think that kind of wraps into what you guys were just talking about related to what our family has shown us. The generation that we're in now, we're not tolerating or accepting the things that, our mothers, grandmothers, aunts, and all of that had to tell us don't accept. We're now open to, and of course you don't want to go into a marriage like, and if it don't work, I can get divorced. But if it don't work, I can get divorced. Because again, like you said earlier, I want to keep and maintain my peace. What's 90 years of marriage, 60 years of marriage, if it was trauma, if it was all of the things that I don't want, it was unhappiness, my peace wasn't there, I'm just settling, I'm there for the children. No. So I think now this generation, we're noticing those things like you talked about as far as good qualities in men, but also good qualities in women, and we're willing to exit if need be.
And then, I mean, just to veer off a little bit, I saw something on Facebook the other day where it was like you can tell the difference when men and women get older and they have to be in these homes and these hospitals. You could tell the difference between who visits the man and who visits the woman. And then with some of the men, you could tell their wife is there every day. Every day. She fussing with the staff. She's like, y'all need to make sure my baby get whatever he needs. And then you got the ones who probably was terrible husbands, terrible fathers. She come in, or the kids come in just to say, hey. Right. They come in.
I'm waiting to cash out this policy.
They just
let me go update.
They just do their due diligence just to say, hey, I was here, whatever,
you still here with
us? All right, well, maybe tomorrow I come back and your ass will be dead, and I can go spend your life insurance policy on my new man. Like, you literally can tell.
I'll see you later. Hope
You can literally tell. He was like a caregiver. He made a post that you can literally tell the difference in, number one, who comes to see the older women, who comes to see the older men, and then number two, when it comes to the older men, you can pretty much tell that he was either a great husband and father, or he was one of the ones where they just ready for him to go, because they've been sick of his shit for years, and it's finally happening.
Sick of your shit, Clarence. I'm going to Carnival.
Right. In my feathers, with your life insurance,
gray hair and all,
everything.
And I'm taking a photo.
I don't wipe the account. Me and Beulah May. Me and Becky.
We out there. Okay. All right. And this is my last one. In terms of dating, it's pretty much damned if you do and damned if you don't.
Yeah.
When it comes to being a woman. Okay, if you're a woman, like so many women I know, including myself, you have yourself together. Yeah. You have a career. You have, aspirations and goals. You have your house. You have your car. You travel. You live in life. First thing they say, oh, you have maintenance. Oh, you really expect me to come in here and take care of all that?
I can't afford that.
I mean, why did you get a house anyway? Don't you need a man for that? Oh, I can't date a woman that makes more money than me, because you're not gonna listen.
It ain't my fault that I became head fryer of the world.
Right.
And they paying me all the money.
Right. Because I know how to
shit out that grill.
You gotta know.
Years.
And that grill is hot. And I'll be there. I'll be there all the time.
Motherfucking griller of the world.
You gotta know that.
And you gonna tell me that I gotta just stay at the fucking greeter?
Right.
I don't want to drive through.
I gotta hold the sign outside the door. No, I'm trying to
I'm over here telling people to come try the new Whopper sandwich. I want to be in the store, Craig.
Right. Y'all know how hard it is to slang them damn Impossible Whoppers?
Man,
there's a lot of vegan vegetarians out there. They want, and then we run out so quick. Oh, they be mad.
And we don't care if they got artificial preservatives. Y'all still come and get it.
They definitely come and get it.
And don't ask for more ketchup.
Don't do that.
We give y'all two packs and one sauce. Shut up.
But anyway,
keep our count.
You get into all of that, like you have yourself together, you're trying to do your thing, and then this is my favorite one. Oh, you too masculine. Oh, you think you a man? What you got all this for? What you doing this for? And it's like, well, damn, because I decided that I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna try to do something with myself. I'm gonna go to work and be the best that I can be, so I can progress and do my thing. It's a problem.
I gotta live this great life.
Right.
I mean, goodness.
Like, if I'm gonna live my life, obviously, and you know this from a young age, like, it was always instilled in us that you had to work hard for whatever you want.
Well, Uncle G used to, I'm gonna clip this and send it to him. He used to be like, you gotta get your education. He sure did. So it's like, everything in me, and I'm not even gonna lie. Even going back to the other topic with some of the advice that the women gave me. Yeah. Make sure you get to a position where you don't have to stay in something. You don't have to depend on a man. Absolutely. Because what they went through is a lot of them stayed because it's like, what were they going to do?
What else
they didn't have jobs. They didn't have the ability to say, okay, you know what, this ain't for me. I'm gonna go stay here. Yeah. It's like, well, I don't have anywhere else to go. Mm-hmm.
So they recognize times were different,
Right.
People, like grandparents, women for the longest couldn't even have jobs.
They couldn't even have jobs.
Oh, Lord.
We're gonna take that out.
Okay. Women didn't have jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Shit.
Okay.
Women didn't have jobs. They started working when it was one of them wars where they allowed women to go
like
to work.
World War II, I believe.
Because all the men had to go to war.
Right.
And then women couldn't have bank accounts. Women couldn't do certain stuff because it was only on credit cards, nothing like that.
Right.
So, the next generation lived off of that take care. And so now that they see that the world for women, to them, is limitless because we have the freedom to do more than they could. Mm-hmm. So of course the advice is going to be, you take care of yourself.
Right.
You make sure that you good in what the path that you want to go. So that if you're not happy in this marriage, if you're not happy with this relationship, common law, whatever you choose to do, when you want to break free, you can break free.
Get on up out of them. Tell Mr. Charlie you ain't standing for that shit no more.
Deuces.
Right. Which then with your next one, because with that you do hear big money.
Oh, child, I hate that one. And then my favorite one that I really hate is that, oh, you too masculine.
Yeah.
Oh, you got all this. You don't need a man. What you need me for? And it's like, in my point, it's like, why are you so insecure that you are afraid of someone who has it together? My theory is this, and this is my theory. I can agree, disagree, or not. But my theory is that when they say that you're too masculine or big money and all that, when you have it together, their whole thing is, oh, I just can't do anything to you. I'm gonna have to come correct. And coming correct is with some of this stuff that we talked about.
It's too much.
And that's too much for them. No one has ever said to them, hey, you have to do our, family ties.
Mm-hmm.
No one has ever said you have to come correct like this, or you can get with it, you can get lost. Or my friend D used to say you either get right or get left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
get right or get
that's
left.
what you got with that. And then even when people be like, oh, you expect me to take care of this? No, I don't. But I do wish, and I'm gonna tell y'all this because I was pissed off. My garbage disposal in my house went out, and I could not figure out why it didn't work. So I got on the phone and said, damn, I gotta call the plumber. So I called the plumber. The plumber was like, yeah, we can come out there. It's probably gonna be about $180. I said, $180? Damn, for a garbage disposal? So he gets out there. He's like, hey, Miss Green, I'm happy to serve you, yada, yada, yada. You know what this fool did for $180? He unplugged it, plugged it back in, and hit a reset button under the bottom. I paid $180 for that.
So no, we're not expecting you to come take care of
but help me out. Help me. Because if I would have had something right,
change the light bulb. She got high ceilings.
I have a tall ladder, which I'll be waiting till somebody come over there because I do have
because if she falls, she ain't got light.
Nobody, right? I don't have a thing where they say I fall and I can't get up. Like I have to wait until one of my friends come visit me and be like, hey, I need to change these lights. Like I got some smoke detectors I need to change.
And we can't pop up.
Right. Because I'm
on the floor. I can't answer.
Right. So stuff like that, like I have to, in order for me to change because I have like tall ceilings, I have a 10-foot ladder and everything. So if I get up there and I change the batteries in my smoke detector, I literally have to wait until somebody gets there because if I fall off that ladder, I am assed out.
We're done.
Unless I put the phone on the floor by the ladder.
I don't even live far from her.
Right.
Let me put the.
But she worked. But you got
right
like 15 jobs though.
Wait a minute. Let me put the phone by the floor right here, just in case I fall.
Let me put the phone by the floor in case I fall. Because
and then I'm gonna fall on the other side.
Right.
Damn.
Right. Damn. Right. So no, I don't expect you to take care of that, but little small stuff like that would help me out a lot. Like it's stuff like that. I be thinking about it like, okay, part of the reason I don't have a Christmas tree is because if I get one of those small Christmas trees, it's gonna suck. Now I gotta get a tall one, which means I gotta get a tall one.
High ceilings.
I have high ceilings, so I'm gonna have to get a ladder. And then if I fall off that ladder by my freaking self,
call me, sis. I'm gonna come.
Okay. But you be working so much, but I'm trying to catch you on your
Catch me ahead of time.
Catch you ahead of time.
3 weeks.
But it be little. It's little stuff like that people don't even think about how big of a help that would be if somebody was just there in case I fell off the freaking ladder, or if somebody was there, they could spot me.
Absolutely.
So that maybe I could fall on them. Not saying that's a good thing, but it's better than me hurt myself, and at least I can call 911 and get him some help.
Exactly.
And then this next point that you made.
When you're not quite as stable.
No.
Oh.
Right before you get to that.
Oh.
Personal, you like making solo decisions. You are a homeowner.
Correct.
You went through the home buying process by yourself.
And child, I would never do that
fortunate enough to have somebody go through the process with her. Montreal, who he did do his video.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he did.
We waiting on some more anyway.
Uh-oh.
He did do a video, and sis made an Instagram only for your blog.
I surely did, because y'all know I don't do Instagram, but I did it for that.
So Montreal,
Support.
all right. But he did make a video talking about his home buying process, but I'm not going to go into that. Y'all go check that out. But he went through his home buying process with somebody. So when men think that, oh, she got so much, whatever, I'm pretty sure if you could go back and your situation was a little different, you would have loved to share that process with somebody else.
I'm telling you this. I was literally going to work on a Monday night. taking a nap, meeting with the people. Hey, we got to check this out. Make sure you're going to be able to approve for this loan. You'll be able to make this down payment. You'll be able to, what type of interior you want, what type of floors do you want. Did all that. Had to go take a 30-minute nap and then go to work the next night. And then, like, that was hard for me. Yeah. And then even making all these decisions, like, I'm used to calling, like, you know, I couldn't call my parents because the last time they bought a house was like 1994. Obviously, things are completely different.
Right.
Between at the time when it was 2017 and 1994, it was so much. Even just the price was like, damn, that's how much houses are going for these days. Like everything is so different. Yeah. So if I would have been able to have someone to just be like, hey, just don't worry about this, I'll take care of it. Yeah. I gotta go meet with the builders. I have to go meet with the inspector. I have to hire my own inspector because the inspector that the builder is going to send me, of course he's going to say everything is fine because he wants me to go ahead and close. Yeah. And the crazy part about it, I literally bought a book, y'all. I bought a book. It was like First Time Home Buyers. That's exactly what it was called. I gave it to my cousin too so that she could use it when she got her house. But and that's another single woman as well. Like it is hard.
It's hard out here.
It's hard.
Yeah. And then when you on the other side of it, it's like, you know, you a gold digger, you don't have this, you using men for money, you're you know, scoping men for money or whatever like that, and that don't always be the case. And maybe that's why more women are, you know, becoming homeowners and stuff like that, because it's like you have women who, you know, whatever, but you have women who are like, until he come, I'm gonna get what I'm gonna go get what I want.
What, I gotta be a bum until somebody decides to stumble upon me?
Yes.
Like, no, we're gonna still do the things that we need to do to become the best version of us, and that's what we have to do. That's what we have to do. So I think that it's important for us to understand that, or for men to understand too, that we're gonna do what we need to do to make it. Please meet me where I am.
Yep.
And don't think that I'm too masculine or I can't put down the leader role. I can, sir.
Because I don't want to do it in the first place.
Because I don't want to do it, but I did it because I had to. But I don't want to.
Right.
Please take my car to go get an oil change and put the gas in it.
Right.
And take the trash out, please.
I'm doing. And then and another thing is like when you by yourself, you always have to be right. Yep. Any decision I make is on me. If I say, you know what, I'm gonna buy this Porsche instead of buying this Honda, and I get in debt, that's my own fault. Like I have to make all the decisions by myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I can mess myself up. I have nobody to fall back on.
Nobody. Yeah.
And then so get into it so we can wrap it up.
You can wind it down with your last points.
What?
Wind
about
down
with your
thumbs
right here.
All right, so the whole myth with, you know, women be using these men and yada this and that. True, some of that does happen. But if we get into the facts, all right, in March, an article from the Pew Research Center concluded in a study that 32% of single-race black people live in households with female heads versus 5% live with male heads. And then a 2021 Urban Institute study showed that among married households, black households had the highest share of women-headed households at 52.5%. That is in comparison to all other races. So regardless of what people say, regardless of what social media says, regardless of what these men tell you, no, we do not have to rely on a man to take us to a nice dining establishment or anything like this. We can go to Beau Soleil. We can go to Jubin's. We can go to Stabs. We can go to Fleming's. We can go to Texas A. Brazil. We can take ourselves, okay?
I said that all wrong.
Don't.
I said Beau Soleil.
Oh, Beau Soleil? Beau Soleil is my spot. Y'all gotta know that.
Baby, I ain't old enough to go there yet.
Beau Soleil is amazing. They have amazing French 75s. Get the cognac. You gotta love that. Anyway. I am, because I love Beau Soleil. But I'm just saying, like, regardless of all of that stuff, you know, black women do have it together. We do have it together, and you know, kudos to us. And I'm not saying that this is all black men. I'm not saying this is everybody's dating experience.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying, in my personal experience, this is what I have gone through. And I, you know, if I could change it, when I find a man that has all of these things, y'all gonna be the first to know. And
I'm gonna be sorry because I'm ready for some nieces and nephews.
Uh-oh.
But it's a known fact
But
that once I found out my dad was a twin, I've always wanted twins. It's a known fact that everybody knows that I want twins.
Anyway, so this was a good topic.
God
we
bless
gonna
her.
get to. We gonna go a whole nother time for it.
Cause
So
yeah.
we as we're winding down.
Okay.
Come on, finish your
I've been
wine
trying-
glasses.
Oh,
I've been
I
trying
had
to hold
added
it.
some more, so I still gotta finish
No,
it.
Yeah,
you
finish
gotta
that.
finish it.
Oh my god.
That's why I said
So
only,
then,
I can only drink what you can drink. We want to thank Sasha for coming. Y'all be sure to comment below what y'all think. Give y'all input. Me and y'all are welcome to input too. We can have a whole dialogue in the comment section off of this episode. Would love to have that. If you have any questions or podcast topic suggestions, be sure to email us at unapologeticallyuspod@yahoo.com. Follow us on IG at unapologeticallyuspod. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, rate us if you listen to us on any podcast platform.
And they catching up.
I don't have anything to plug or anything like that because I just do Facebook. So y'all just follow me, Sasha Green, on Facebook. Whatever we can
You
dive.
do a Twitter.
Google,
Oh no.
Google
Okay,
Burger King,
not
you'll
Twitter.
find her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, and then Sasha also bought us a bottle of wine for our next episode. So she wanted to stay on brand.
We love the gifts.
Even though we did do the Jack
Even though
today.
we did Jack today.
Got
she
some
wanted to
bread
stay on
and
brand
butter
some
wine
So
from the
we
Napa
appreciate
Valley.
that.
This is some rosé.
She must got that from Boulanger, whatever.
Boo Soleil.
Boo Soleil.
Soleil, take me there. Take me there. I
So we
wanna go
thank
there.
her for that.
Mm-hmm.
And again, ma'am, finish that
Child,
We can't end the episode
until you finish.
Mine is straight Jack. Jesus.
Well, you should. Y'all know. Come on,
You asked
y'all.
for it.
If y'all know her, comment below and say, "Now, Sasha, you over here babysitting that glass."
She a Leo though. Oh,
She over there babysitting that glass.
and we
Now
ready to be
that she
done.
finished, is all minds clear?
All mine's clear.
All
Hold
mine's
on.
clear.
I finished Big Sister, not the little one.
Oh.
Anyway, thank you guys for joining us today. And if all minds are clear,
All mine's clear.
All mine's
we will
clear.
see y'all next episode. Bye.
Bye.